perverted.
I think if you're
Sexual when it's not a
I
sexual
think
thing.
it's more of a reflection on your character.
You guys sexualize yourselves. What are you talking about?
Bailey?
They literally just trying to live. What do you mean?
You can call me
Are
Muppet.
you male or
You can call
female?
me Muppet.
Sorry, Muppet. Are you
Muppet
male or
puppet.
female?
Muppet puppet. Okay, and Cash, I have to say one thing to you. I think that you're actually funny. You were up on a panel and you were having me laugh, and I wanted to tell you that. I haven't come across you, though, in a while. The things that
Muppet,
you
are
say.
you male or female?
I don't know. Figure it out.
It's clearly male. You can
Okay.
hear it in the voice.
Yeah.
So I would
female.
say to
If-
respond to what
Can,
Muppet said. I
can
think it
can
is
I,
an
can I ask you something? When you look in the mirror, do you find that sexual satisfying, as you just said, trans women would?
No, but I'm not trans.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Rye, can I get your
Okay. So you, yeah,
Can I get your age, please? I'm sorry.
yeah, it's right.
Rye?
Oh, I'm 40.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. We're not. I didn't read the pic. I didn't read the thing. I'm a dummy. Okay, I'm a dummy. I'll for that. But Jasmine, can I get your age, please?
Yeah, 22.
Perfect. I think Rye was talking, right?
Yeah.
You Rye.
Yeah. I was asking if you find it sexually satisfying to look at yourself in the mirror.
Who, me?
No.
Why would I find it
Muppet.
sexually gratifying?
Why would trans people
Because
find
you
it
just
sexually
said that when you look at yourself as the way you should be,
Well, the way that
you would
No,
end up
no,
finding
no,
yourself
no, no,
sexually attractive. That was what you just said, that a trans woman would, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
The
trans
trans
people. We're
woman.
not talking about regular, normal, average people.
Well, that's the issue.
I'm sorry to break up
Oh,
the conversation.
so trans people are not normal.
Well, I would say that they have a disorder, yeah.
So this is kind of the issue I always have with this side. Your guys' lack of intersectionality in conversations tends to not able to us to like question your like logical consistency. If I said all Puerto Rican women get sexual
I don't
gratification,
see how that's relevant.
I
though.
mean,
So
I'd like to finish.
Hold up.
No, wait, I want to
Hey,
finish.
silent. All
Sorry.
this aside, Muppet, can we just say that that's a little inappropriate? To sit there and say, like, you don't know anything about these people and you already make the presumption that somebody gets gratification and, not even, like, mentioning this is disgusting. Like,
I would say that your
How
sexual
people
gratification
look at
is
you
different
and, like,
because
that
you're
is
same-sex
weird.
attractive.
And the fact that you, like, immediately bring it to that,
You-
it's just nasty.
So I want to. May I finish what I was?
I don't get it, Muppet, because
Yeah,
how
we
do
know
you
that you
know
don't get it,
if
but Esme was
if
talking and then he cut him off.
trans woman is bisexual,
I don't care.
homosexual, gay, or whatever they are. How do you know what they are? Because if they would find it sexually satisfying to look at themselves, you would see them as lesbians, and that's not the
Lesbians?
case for
What?
trans women.
So I was.
Forbidden. Why the
Okay,
fuck are
so
you
Real quick.
27?
Oh, God, not
Oh my God,
Handling
Muppet.
Muppet. You stop handling Muppet.
Can I finish speaking, please?
No.
Wait, Forbidden and I are friends, so you might as well just, like,
Muppet.
drop from the panel because they're not going to listen to you.
Fuck off,
You're wasting your breath.
Oh, fuck you, you dumb
Yeah,
bitch.
fuck you. Next
As I was
question.
saying,
Whoa.
Just because you're transphobic.
Okay,
fuck
you're
you,
saying
dumb
nothing
bitch.
with substance.
Don't good
Let
turf
Esme
is a dead
talk.
turf.
Please,
Let
you know.
Esme talk.
Shut the fuck up.
You're boring me already.
You haggard bag of a bitch.
Hold on.
No
You're
one knows.
boring me.
Whoa.
We can tell that you have no life.
Okay, nobody's listening to you. You
Silence.
sound sad and miserable. Next
Everybody
question.
silent.
Fuck you for penning her.
Yeah. Cry about it. Drop from the panel. Go ahead, Leslie.
We're not.
Are you her dog? Forbidden
Hot?
Sick.
Relax, please.
No, fuck
You
you.
see how they start
Fuck you
treating you
for
forbidden
handling that
because they
stupid
don't like the
bitch.
fact that you and
Fuck
I are
you.
friends, so now they start
Fuck the
disrespecting
shit.
you.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
dumb
yeah,
cunt.
shut the
Just
hell up.
because you never get any
Guys,
sexual
listen for a
gratification
second,
because
please.
Goodbye. Ta-ta.
Muppet, stop, please.
No, forbidden.
Fuck you,
He's
bye.
literally
Whether you dumb
disrespecting
cunt.
you because you
fuck
and
you dumb cunt.
Stop.
No,
I cry about it.
You're disrespecting all trans women.
Yeah, cry about it.
And men.
Cry about it. The
Being
truth
a traitor to your own
Hot. You're not, look, I don't want to kick you hot, but you're not listening. Look, I understand, like, we all have different of opinions. And look, even she said something that now I didn't like, and I addressed it. But like at the end of the day, we have like it's just not worth it.
It's opinions. We can all share opinions, and we don't always have to agree.
I have a couple opinions too, though. My bad.
So as I was
Go ahead, Esme.
So as I was saying, the lack of intersectionality in these GC conversations is
No,
frustrating because it doesn't allow us.
I'm not a GC.
I'm not finished. Hold on. I wasn't finished. Look, Hot, I want you to come back up here, but please.
No,
You're
forbidden. That's going to be a waste. He's going to do the same thing he just did. Watch.
No. I believe in giving everybody a chance. We can all do this. We can all work together
He
here.
says nothing.
There's no reason why we all can't work together here.
So
I'm going to invite you up, Hot.
I just want to make it clear I'm not a GC.
You are.
fair,
I'm not. I'm a TA.
which is fair.
Yeah, you're
I'm a
puppet.
trans abolitionist.
You're a dog. You. If she says go on your knees, you'll do
See?
it.
You see what he is? Look, forbidden. You see what he's doing?
standard. You're a traitor. You're a traitor, forbidden. You're a
Oh,
traitor.
you're a traitor.
You
You
lose
forbidden.
respect every
You're
day
a
for
traitor,
the people.
forbidden.
Y'all just respect you, Hot.
She's on Reddit because you fucking do shit that like this. I don't even get why. She fucking
You're justifying the way they talk
dehumanizes
to me
you.
now.
She fucking dehumanizes you, and then you still let her sit here. Are you insane? Do you
Yes,
like
but
getting? Is this
unfortunately,
a fetish of yours? Do you like getting?
we cannot get anywhere unless we have these conversations. If we X out these conversations from happening, we cannot get anywhere.
Exactly.
There's no point. If you're saying that like for example, she can have her opinions, I can have my opinions, but unless we talk them over, we can never find middle ground.
So as I was saying, if,
But are these opinions or are these just to get the chat going? Because I can only agree with the guy that just sorry, I don't know what your pronouns are, but I can only agree with Hart about this. You are really phobic, Muppet.
Well, what do you want me to do about it?
so as I was saying, please let me finish. I'd appreciate it. If I took any other demographic of women and said that they get sexual gratification out of looking themselves in the mirror, we'd understand that I would be very disgusting and potentially
Yeah, but we're not talking
fetishistic.
about women, though.
But the point is to say that a certain group of people get sexual gratification by looking themselves in the mirror is innately perverted because you're sexualizing them, you're objectifying them, you're dehumanizing them, I'd say. To say that all trans women get sexual gratification by looking themselves in the mirror is really perverted. And
I wouldn't say just looking at themselves in a mirror. I would say even referring to themselves as women. So, like, if it's not them looking at themselves in the mirror and being sexually gratified, I would say them having to convince themselves and the world that they are women. I would say that they are trying to find some kind of gratification, whether it's sexual or affirmation, whatever it is. Like, there's some kind of gratification, and I find it to be weird.
So do you think every time Forbidden refers to themselves as a woman, they get sexually gratified?
Maybe not sexually gratified. I find Forbidden to be a little different than your average trans woman.
But Forbidden's a trans woman.
Yes, Forbidden is, well, I don't know about a trans woman. I don't agree with that terminology, you know, that Forbidden. Huh?
Muppet, you can go. But go on.
I like to call them mids, so.
Forbidden is a pretty young trans woman.
What was your question, Esme?
Oh, I was saying Forbidden is a trans woman. I mean, you can throw as many fancy labels on there as you want to not call them a trans woman,
Yeah,
but
man,
by
I'm
definition, Forbidden's a trans woman. So that critique that you levied of trans women would apply to Forbidden, no?
Yeah.
So, do you believe that anytime Forbidden refers to themselves as a
I'm not
woman?
with Forbidden all the time, so I can't tell you yes or no.
Well, you can't. Well, especially if you're
But
with
I'm
them
sure
all
there
the
was
time,
a
you would
time.
be able
I'm
to
sure
tell
there was a time, yeah. I'm sure there was a time.
No, never a time.
So then why do you have to, okay, so Forbidden, why do you why do you host these lives and then you tell people over and over again, oh, I'm a woman. What makes you a woman?
Obviously, the science had already been discovered by many people ago. Like,
I could also ask, why do you hold lives saying that they're not women? We have free will. It's the beauty of free will.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not because Forbidden is seeking to bust a nut. It's because Forbidden has free will.
Bust a nut. We don't know that though, Esme. I mean, you could be right. I could be right. We don't know. We don't live in these people's houses. We don't know what they do in their free time. We just don't know.
I'd say I know.
I know
Would
that
you say?
The same
Would
goes
you
for you.
agree?
I'd
though?
say
Esme, would you agree? Would you agree that ever since the inclusivity of this community, right, has flourished, would you say that there's a lot of AGPs who were doing this secretly, like in the privacy of their own home, have now come out and caused like a bunch of mayhem within society?
a bunch. I mean, I'd say they've definitely. I'd say they've caused. I would say they've caused instances of harm. I wouldn't say they caused mayhem. I'd say like causing mayhem would be like the rise of like.
Who's Big Back Bailey? The hell?
Hey, Dory. Oh, you got cut off, Esme. I don't know if you got.
I was saying that like I believe that, and I would say that to an extent they have definitely been given room to maybe exist, but even then I wouldn't say that they are causing mayhem, because then again I think that statement alone suggests that a vast majority of trans women are EGPs, and I don't believe that.
There's a lot of commonalities. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, there's a lot of common behaviors between trans women and AGPs. And let's not forget that there's 4 different types of AGP.
What are they?
Yeah, let me pull it up. We have behavioral, transvestic, anatomical, and sociological, I believe. No. Yeah, of course. Let me pull something up.
I let you up. You better keep it nice, all of y'all. It's already been getting a little rowdy, but y'all keep it
Hey,
nice.
Dory.
And you keep it cute. We're gonna
What's
keep
up,
it
baby? First of all, when do I not keep it cute and classy? Forbidden? My
So,
bad.
for everybody.
Hey, Forbidden, you look great, baby.
Thank you.
But while I look for this, I wanted to go back to what's their name, Rai. So like, I don't understand the relevancy in asking me that question because I'm not trans.
Which one of them? Because I asked you a few.
Yeah, you said like, do you look at yourself in the mirror and get sexually aroused? No.
Well, then I still don't get why you would say so about a trans person.
Yeah, Muppet, why?
Because I think that you guys seek outside validation, and I think that before you seek outside validation,
Outside validation is not the same as looking at yourself in the mirror.
Why do you think I hang out with you when you call me a dude or whatever? I don't care because I know inside I am a woman. So whichever you call me, I don't
yeah, but why do you think that?
Inside you're a woman? Really?
Dory.
Well, no, wouldn't it be like the outside, not inside?
It's not a think, it's
Like-
a no.
No, it's not a no, it's a
asking
thing.
these questions right now. It's true, but y'all just don't understand. Y'all shouldn't be speaking on it.
Well, like, this is like internally, like, there's like sperm there. Like, so, like, I would like argue like externally.
Where?
And
please
you're not.
where?
You're not.
Where?
You're not. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
All my body
if you want to be like on the outside, I appear this way. I like, okay, like that's one thing, but inside.
So here's one thing when it comes to behavioral AGPs. Access to female-only spaces provides the ultimate validation of womanhood.
Exactly.
Why don't
That's a behavioral of
By your logic about the whole sperm thing, that means that I'm no longer a woman because I don't produce eggs.
What? Hold on, wait. How does that make any sense?
You just said that
It doesn't make sense.
because a trans
Do you produce
woman
larger
at some
gametes?
point. What?
You have
Yeah,
the
you don't produce
Mullerian
eggs,
pathway.
but
Do you
yeah.
have the female reproductive system?
Yeah, do you have ovaries? Do you have, a bag?
Fallopian
Do you have
tubes,
uterus?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a woman then.
Yeah, so
Congrats.
you denote to female. Congratulations, you're a
Uh,
female.
Happy
I
birthday.
was born a woman, yeah.
Yes,
And so,
you are
but
one.
you just told me, you just said that if you, if you're supposed to make sperm, you're a man, right?
If
Is that
your
what
body
you just
makes
said?
sperm, yeah, you are a man, yeah.
Yeah, my body doesn't make eggs.
What does that have to do with
I think
anything?
it's
What does that have to do with
that. Look,
anything?
I think it's crazy that y'all do that.
That,
You know,
My
because
body makes acid
it,
coming
the
out.
fact that you literally
it,
define.
it's
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, forbid. Let Ryan
like
talk.
you just said that if you make sperm, you're a man. Well, in that case, I have to make eggs to be a woman, and I don't make eggs.
That's not
so
true.
Okay,
why
so
am I a woman?
Why
Ryan,
are,
right?
wait, why are we defining man and woman by?
Exactly, but that's another. But let him answer.
It's beginning. But this is the thing, though, right?
When we literally fought for years to make sure that didn't happen.
Wait, what?
What? Forbid, what'd you say, man?
Literally, do y'all not pay attention to history?
I
No,
didn't
what
hear
did
what
you
you
say?
said.
Like, I'm trying to say, like, why are we trying to define men and women on the reproductive organs when we fought for years and years?
I didn't say anything about reproductive organs. I just said sperm. That's all I said.
But that is implying reproductive organs because that's what
I
is
didn't
produced.
find that.
Okay. Well, this is the thing, right? So if I couldn't produce sperm, right, and I went to a fertility clinic for men, I would still be a man. I would just be a man that wasn't able to produce sperm. So I don't understand what you're saying. If you can't produce eggs, right, that means something's wrong. So you would go to a fertility clinic or something. They'd be like, well, right, this is why you don't produce eggs because you have this, or this. They're not going to say, oh, it's because you're a man or you're not a woman. It doesn't make any sense.
You're a man. Be quiet.
Love that you try to explain what I have to do to me. I'm so
Hey,
happy.
so
that
Ree,
I
are you
didn't
a
know
trans
how to
man?
do it.
Or Rye? What's
No.
your name, Rye or Ree?
Well,
Ree.
Ree, okay. Are you a
Well-
trans man?
No,
okay, so what's the issue?
So a woman?
no, I'm not.
You're not a
Are you
woman?
binary?
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
no.
Oh, brother.
He's not trans. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, non-binary is not trans in my opinion.
Why are you
That's
asking?
gonna start a
Why
whole
is
new
it
argument.
important what I
Well,
have?
no,
Non-binary is not
actually,
only-
actually,
first of all-
I actually do support you. You can join the trans community. You're accepted.
No.
But
I mean,
No,
1,000% because I'm non-binary. I think non-binary is valid. I just
Look,
don't
I
consider it
don't-
trans.
Look, I don't understand. I don't understand things, but we need to learn about people. People for everybody on this earth. We need
No,
to
we
learn
don't.
about everybody.
No, we don't. We don't need to learn about.
I don't mind
we don't need
talking to
learn
everybody. I just
imaginary
won't
people.
ever
Forbidden. We
mind
don't need to
that
learn about
idea.
imaginary people.
For literally everybody, y'all. Y'all
No,
not forget
forbidden.
that.
We don't need to learn like trans people. That's one thing, but we don't need to pretend that non-binary people are some kind of no. Sorry.
Yeah, Dory's right. I only exist on the phone. I don't have a physical body.
No,
Everybody exists. Everybody
Yeah.
does. Whether or not you believe
Wake
the
up.
Yeah,
ideology.
you're just a gay dude.
All
That's
it is.
Calm down.
No,
literally.
y'all better silent.
Everyone exists.
Really.
So Reed, do you think that non-binary is trans?
Yeah, they're under the umbrella. Yeah.
Barf.
okay, yeah, they are under the umbrella. That's a fact. But
What umbrella?
Okay, are you
so
on
here's
board?
my issue. I don't think that we should be using
Trans
the term
umbrella.
umbrella. I don't.
Everyone is under the
Wait,
LGBTQIA
Adrian,
umbrella, and
Adrian
there's
was
a
speaking,
trans
huh?
umbrella underneath.
Adrian,
Every-
for a minute. Hold on.
We speak respect the
Yeah,
trans
sorry.
women, right?
Sorry.
Okay, so I don't believe that we should be using the term umbrella term, right? I think that it's more like a Venn diagram,
where'd
right?
Ethne go?
So non-binary individuals are definitely like in the Venn diagram in the sense that they don't identify with the sex that they were assigned at birth, right? But I feel like that's where the intersectionality ends, because non-binary people do not face the same struggles or have the same lived experience as, you know, trans individuals.
are you non-binary?
No.
How would you know?
That
See,
is.
Excuse me. Okay.
Hold
Well,
on,
first,
hold on. What do you mean? How would Adrian know? How would you know?
I don't know.
okay. So because their lived experience is not the same, because they do not have the same issues with accessing medical care due to HRT, they don't have to go through any of the struggles that we have to go to. I'm sorry. Are you medically transitioning?
I'm a bad medically transitioning. Past.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago I did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I have to learn
I-
to treat people, so, you know.
Fuck you for compromising.
This
So
month.
wait, AJ, are you a trans
I don't,
What is wrong with you?
No,
April?
no, by no means.
Everybody's silent for a
Forbidden.
second.
You literally, you're letting her
Oh,
talk.
stop crying, sir. Go get some pussy or
Outdated
something.
term.
You're annoying the hell out of me.
Hold on, everybody stop for a
Aw,
second. I'm gonna
fuck
talk
you,
to Hot
Muppet.
for a second. Hot.
Muppet,
Look.
how about this? You jump and I'll jump after
Have your
you.
views,
No,
but
I'm
there
good. I'm
should
happy.
be No way.
No,
There
you
should be
should.
no
You shouldn't
reason.
be. With a face like that, I would end it.
You end what?
Forbidden
What?
talking hot. You they them fuck.
Yeah.
Forbidden talk.
Calm down, okay? Stop being a chaser. Just listen to the conversation and try to engage appropriately,
Not
right?
Yeah, they
Thank
them.
you.
And
Hot,
what's
look,
ATP
look, I
and
understand
fucking
you.
terms that
Why
have no
do you
relevance
shut up?
to this
Some of
conversation.
the things I'm saying can be
ATPs don't matter.
can really
Forbidden.
You are an
Everybody
AGP.
Everybody knows that.
You're forbidden talking.
I can't believe she said that I medically transition and I know her for so long. Like, I see now.
Look, please.
When some of the developed
Oh, no, not gonna count with Wi-Fi, sir.
You're giving me no
You have
You're
some.
literally giving me no choice, Hot. I'm literally trying to give you a chance and you're literally not listening.
Drop like a hot potato.
It makes me
Are you
realize
talking about
it
me
makes
for
me think
dinner?
that you really don't care about
No, we're talking about hot.
issues and trying to fix or resolve them or trying to find, bases with them. And that's what I'm saying. You can't sit there and be, oh, all these people have this view, so they have to go. You can't think that way. They're just going to peg you as crazy, and they're not going to listen to you.
W
W forbidden.
Words of a wise man. I love it.
W forbidden.
Girl, I will right now. Don't play too much. You see me, girl. Not too much because you know what you see, baby.
Do you know what's crazy though, Forbidden, is that I don't, okay, people from my side, right? Like they don't come up on my panel and they're like, why are you hanging out with Forbidden? Forbidden refers to himself as a woman. You don't see them in the chat doing that, but your side is so hateful, right? And they think that they can control you by trying to tell you like, oh, you're
There's some that are actually
complying to bigotry. It's just crazy to me.
There are some, but most of them, even that AGP Amber came in here and said "fuck you."
Hey, not too much on this, Amber.
And you didn't do anything. You didn't do
Not
anything
too much
to
on
that.
this, Amber.
No, but you didn't do anything to him, and he still came in and cussed you out for no
Not too
reason.
much on this, Amber. Dory. Not too much on this, Amber.
Say that's what happened. That's what
That
happened.
person
He
is
cussed
god-awful.
you out.
That
I-
person is
Absolutely
such a
very
nice
well.
lady.
Y'all.
We should respect that. and
Forbidden,
respect it.
babe. Nobody in your community likes Amber or respects Amber.
I like Amber and I respect her. I'm in her.
No, you don't.
I actually love her. You know, I can actually relate to her because she was in the same environment as me.
What environment is that? The 1960s was
Talking about.
No.
white
What's
man.
that mean?
Yeah, what
She was in the
environment?
same environment as me. Like, she experienced some things that I went through.
Were you a Caucasian man in the 1960s?
No, but she hung around people of my community in New York.
No, he
Experience
didn't.
people that-
He was married to a woman for like 20 years. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
baby,
Yes,
had
but in the
children.
80s and 90s, it was the same in 2010.
Oh, I
in my
wanted to
community.
ask
No, he
AJ a
wasn't. What?
question.
Cash, stop it. That,
What do
you cannot relate
You
anything
gotta,
to that
look,
dude.
you gotta understand, some people get pushed into society norms. They can't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't have to.
What?
That's the
Exactly.
But that's the problem, right? Is that everyone thinks that they're trans because they're pushing,
Hold on,
they're
Muppet.
being pushed
Actually, you
into
know,
these
Muppet, this is
societal
where I'm about
norms.
to get you. Muppet, this is where I'm about to get you. Because aren't you the one that say trans people should just not transition and go with the
Yes.
society norms?
No. Not societal norms.
Yes.
We should
yes,
know. Stop. That's not what I
yes,
say.
Ma'am, yes,
I
you do.
say, what's wrong with being a man and being against the societal norms, but still being a man? And the same with women. Why can't women be more masculine, and why can't men be feminine if that's who they really are? Who cares? You're still a man. That doesn't make you
But
less of a man
transsexual
just because you're
people
feminine.
exist, girl.
No, I'm definitely against the gender role.
They exist, but only because you guys make it so. Like, if you guys...
Yeah, you're the ones that reinforce
Yeah.
gender roles. Like what?
They exist because you guys walk around saying, like, oh, I'm a woman.
You're just mad because we have.
And then you have non-binary people, which is conflicting to your
Exactly.
argument.
So we're comfortably where are.
Then you have they, them walking around to call themselves trans. Like, that makes any fucking sense.
Yeah, and then they say, oh yeah,
When the trans
They
people,
fall under
non-binary people are very harmful to trans people.
I'm curious. Who are these transgender people that has made?
Yeah, transgender
gender-
people are people who are not being medicalized.
Yeah, let her
Therefore,
finish.
they're not
Oh,
even trans.
what is she asking? Let her finish.
No, sorry, my doctor called me.
No, not you. I want to Rye or Ree.
Which trans people have forced gender roles on us?
On who?
Because I haven't heard any trans people
Transsexuals.
putting gender roles on anyone.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. We have like 50 people
But
here,
who?
and the likes are disgraceful. We need to double tap the screen right now, like literally right now.
I don't know why, but I'm craving a Nutter butter sandwich.
You're craving
Oh
big
my
black.
Yeah, hold on. Bigot, stop.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm here, and I'm like literally showing my face. I'm like giving you my face, and y'all are like, not liking that. That's crazy. But anyway, y'all can fix that. Fix it real quick. Thank y'all so much. And
Yeah, you're a
Maybe-
handsome man. I love
Yeah,
you.
maybe if you turn your camera off, the likes will go up. No shade.
Oh, not too much on Forbidden.
No, I love Forbidden.
You
Let me
should
stop.
be sorry for saying
Forbidden.
that. He's being
Forbidden
silly.
He's
still has
beautiful.
not. No, he still has not done his roots. It pisses
Where's
me
the
off
racist
because
guy?
I've told Forbidden, I've told Forbidden for weeks that all Forbidden needs to do is do the roots and everything will be nice. Like
Cancel Dory.
hey.
Cancel Dory. He's transphobic.
Forbidden, am I lying? Am I lying, Forbidden? Am I lying?
what?
Did I not tell you weeks ago to get those fucking roots done?
I mean, it's just I got a lot on my plate.
I'm just saying, like, hello.
I think it looks good on her, the root.
The roots.
Are you gonna go blonde or are you gonna?
Forbidden looks like a '90s wrestler with those roots.
I think you should go brown.
It looks better on the black trans woman, but
I think you should go brown.
when you have the
all
blonde-
brown, or all blonde. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand. Like
all
why,
brown.
or even black.
Oh, black.
Okay, hold on, wait. So this is not a Forbidden's appearance live, and like I'm not shitting on you, Forbidden.
Yeah,
I'm
Dory,
not.
didn't you just say?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
can we
not
go back
shitting
to
on you.
Ree?
Exactly, Forbidden. I do. You know,
I love you,
do-
Forbidden.
I do love you, babe. I just want the roots. I'm sick of that fucking hair. I'm just not gonna lie to you.
Brooklyn looks
But it's
pretty.
cute.
You guys are being haters.
No, I never said Forbidden was ugly. It was just
I
talking about the
said
hair.
Brookie.
Oh, Brookie. No, Brookie's ugly. Anyway.
Yeah, she called Ricky beautiful earlier on a panel.
Yeah, Brookie's very pretty.
Well, like father, like son. Anyways, let's go.
Wait, who?
Oh no. Okay, those roots are bad.
Are you
though.
comparing me to a white tea trans woman when I
What?
used to
Are you
be
commenting
black?
or?
Just grow your natural hair out at this point. Just let it grow out. Okay, back to Ree. So Ree, hun, what was your question?
Oh, I was asking which trans people you're referring to when you say that they are forcing gender roles down on people.
So I would say that it would be transsexuals who are reinforcing gender roles, and I would say that you, as being non-binary, are people who are trying to basically.
Who's non-binary?
You said you were non-binary, right?
No, I said I'm a woman.
I thought you said you were
I'm a woman.
non-binary.
I'm still am a
Dory,
woman.
I thought you said
Alexander
non-binary.
is ugly.
What the fuck?
I heard non-binary.
Wait, I heard non-binary. You said yes when I asked you that.
She is non-binary.
No,
Hey, Dom.
what
Hold
are
on.
you,
Hey,
you
Dom.
were asking
Hey,
me three different
Dom,
questions
little
at
tweak
once.
in the comments. Be nice today.
Yeah, they.
You are all asking different questions at one time, and if I'm answering the person that I talked to first, well then
Hold on 1 second. Welcome back.
please take the answer from there.
What is going on?
So what are we
I
doing?
swore I heard you say non-binary, but if I was
I'm
wrong,
not
1 second, Dory. 1 second, Dory. What was that?
That was crunchy.
I'm just curious as to like what is happening up here.
I am trying to advocate for this, but you know, I got lovely Miss Muppet who's trying to sit there and say apparently anybody who takes validation in the fact that they look or affirm with their gender that they're AGP. So I'm kind of like
Right, but cisgender people often affirm their own gender. Otherwise,
I don't know
cis women wouldn't get
cisgender
breast.
person.
Oh, so you don't know a cisgender woman who's had a breast augmentation?
Never
or
heard of a
rhinoplasty?
cisgender
those
woman.
are not gender-affirming surgeries.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because they're not affirming their SMEX, right? Because SMEX is set in stone according to you people. You're
They're
either
not
one or the other.
listen,
So they're not
one-
affirming their SMEX, so they have to be affirming
Wait,
their
do you
gender, Dory. It
disagree
has to
with
be one or
that?
the other.
Adam, do you disagree with that?
hey. It's Adrian.
This is the thing, Adrian. This is the thing. Just because a woman wants a breast augmentation, that does not mean she's affirming her gender because she wants bigger or smaller breasts. She
No,
just wants.
actually, if she does want bigger, yes, she absolutely fucking is affirming her gender because she's not affirming her SMEX.
She already has them though.
So do I.
They already
Because,
have
look, 'cause
breasts.
they know, because we all know
We all have
that's how
breasts,
society sees
no
people.
matter gender.
Why would they ever need to feel like they need to enhance them bigger?
If they weren't affirming their gender, exactly.
That's what affirming their
I
gender.
know that we're not comparing
I know that was
gynecomastia. I know that we are not comparing gynecomastia, drug-induced,
You call it whatever you think you want to call it, but it doesn't make it true. I'm sorry.
women. Excuse me, manners. Thank you.
Ew,
To
shut the fuck up.
women. To women.
Lori, shut your fat nasty ass up.
I'm sorry. Who are you? Hold on.
Duh. It was interrupted. I'm sorry.
No.
I was interrupted.
Silent.
Apologize. I was quiet the whole time.
Not quiet enough, girl.
I'm gonna just take a little direction.
That photo is unaliving me.
Take a minute. Everybody.
It looks like you.
The beautiful Brookie.
Everybody,
Everybody
take a
talks about.
minute.
Ruckus.
What is wrong with you?
No, Trench is cool. Trench is cool. You should let her speak.
No, I'm talking. She should need somebody to let me talk on my own panel.
Okay, that's true. Go ahead.
For others to press. Are you serious? If you unmute your mic to flab your mouth again, you're gonna get dropped. Take a breath. And I want everyone at the corner here, and you're gonna see that it has a name for this live. Whose name is it? It says forbidden, right? Right?
Says
So
fruitcake.
talking, you listen.
I'm scared.
Why are you getting so close to the camera? Like, why are you getting so
I
close
mean,
to the camera?
I was agreeing with you, and I tried to apologize for
I
bidding.
swear I could
I did
feel
try to
something.
apologize.
It felt like grass.
Speak
So-
right now, and who I want to speak right now is Adri, if she wants to speak.
Okay, go ahead.
If she wants to.
So anyway, gender affirming care is still gender affirming care regardless of if you're affirming the gender that you were assigned at, but like it doesn't matter. It's still gender affirming care. You don't need that surgery.
No, babe, it's called
Right.
cosmetic surgery.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, was I done talking? No.
It's just cosmetic surgery.
Okay, so
Go ahead,
it is still gender affirming care because you're still just affirming your gender. You don't need it to affirm your SMECs, right? Because according to all of you GCs, these things are set in stone. You can't not change them. There is nothing. So there is by your own logic, nothing that you can be affirming other than your gender. And that's by your own logic.
Okay, so if I were to get a breast reduction because I have back problems, back pain, I'm
It's not
suffering.
the same
from
thing.
that. Oh, that's not the same thing? Why?
Because you're at that point, like you're doing that to alleviate pain. It's not the same thing as somebody going, oh, like, so when women are often told,
Okay,
like,
so
oh,
what about women who get boob lifts?
Right. They're doing that because they are affirming their gender.
No,
right?
that's
because
not
they
always
want
the
it to
case.
look better.
Let me
No, that's not always
answer.
the case.
Yeah,
There is.
boobies are saggy, bitch.
Yeah, but
So we're just
having
picking and choosing what gender
Hey,
affirming care is.
we're talking over each other? That shouldn't happen. Adri?
But yeah, so like the sagging breast is not like it doesn't make you less of a woman. It doesn't make you less, right? So then what would you be? Why would you need to change that? Why would you need to get a smaller nose? Why would you need to get cheek implants? Why would you need to do these things? Because you're affirming your gender.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask a question then. Let me ask a question.
No, actually, sorry. You go, right, sorry. You have a,
Yeah. I would like to know, is it gender affirming care that, I'm not asking you, Adrian, I'm asking the others. Is it the gender affirming care that I have to take hormones every day?
Well, why do you have to take hormones every day?
Menopause.
Because I don't produce enough myself. I just told you I don't make eggs anymore.
No, that's not gender affirming
How is
care.
that gender affirming?
That's menopause. That's a natural
It's
process.
literally a medical process. Like,
No,
what?
it's not natural.
Yeah,
I'm
and let's
old
not
enough
conflate
to
race
be
and breed.
menopause.
Let's not conflate gender and sex, babe.
Actually, this is where we're about to get you. Because it'd be more natural to just let the body go without hormones because the body naturally got rid of the hormones. So,
Well, it's actually
But
a
I'm not
medical
old enough.
condition,
I'm
so
not old
it's
enough.
not.
Yeah, it's not
I have had
natural.
to take hormones since I was 20.
okay, perfect.
Good. And then another thing, men, especially in China and places like that, are getting their legs broken to become more manly because they see
How is
tallness
this analogous?
as a gender thing.
Girl, stop
So
it.
come on.
What are we
We know
talking
nothing about
about?
men.
This is
Like men getting a
true.
surgery to make themselves
It's true.
taller. hold on, wait. Men
It's
are
not a
getting
surgery.
getting a surgery to make themselves taller, right? That's not gender affirming. They just don't want to be 5'6".
That is gender
Like,
affirming.
they're
So if I get a short hair, it's literally gender affirmation.
Because they see it as manly.
Hold on, wait. Rye, let the men talk.
Yeah.
We'll keep
Go ahead.
talking, Dory.
Well, no,
Well,
I
Adam?
want you guys.
Dory, you're so rude for that. But anyways, like it's the same thing as like when Adrienne said people get their nose smaller, and the people were like, that's gender affirming, because what makes you think that it's too big in the first place?
Society.
You're confident in your if
Misogyny.
you're confident in who
Yes,
you are.
Exactly.
I don't know. What if
Wait,
you
you
just have like
appeal
a
to
really
society
big
standards.
honker in the middle of your face?
Yeah,
You
what
wanna
yeah,
get
what
a
if you have an
downside.
ugly nose, Adrienne?
What if it's just
Adrienne, what
a
if your
giant
nose is fucking
nose?
How are you gonna say that a nose is ugly, Dory?
So basically, Adrian's
What if
saying
I
that every
persist
woman
that I
who gets
don't
a
have an
short
ugly
haircut
nose?
is now a man, right? Because
Everybody
then,
has different
what if
people
their
who
haircut.
like noses and face.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Dory, is my nose ugly because it's bigger and lighter?
No. But this is it. But this
Chin implant.
Is it bad because I'm
implant,
like a gorilla?
every-
No, but Cash, listen though, babe. If you didn't like your nose because it was Gorilla Cash, you have the right to feel however you feel about it, and you have the right to change it. That doesn't mean you're affirming anything. You just don't like your nose. That's
Well,
it.
Dory, I'm not gonna get my nose done, baby. I'm gonna get my silicone cheeks done, and
Do women,
I'm
wait,
wondering, like,
Dory,
that's
Consider
what you were
gender
saying.
affirming care.
yeah,
What
do
would it?
women have like one type of nose?
yes,
Yeah.
skinny embassy.
No.
What?
You do not have one type of nose.
So what about the women who come out with big noses? Are they not women now?
What is a skinny nose?
Okay.
Bigot. That's the argument you're pulling. The
No,
argument
that's not the argument that I'm pulling.
The ones that come out with fat
Y'all are-
noses. Like, what do you mean fat noses?
Do people really call their noses skinny?
Yeah,
Like, I've
skinny
never heard of
embassy.
skinny
Are you
nose.
Maybe
guys
the
for
trans
real?
women, I
Are
don't
you
know.
really for real? Are you for real right now? There are, in every single way, we look at men, women, whatever. We see rules. If it's a black woman, she has
Wait,
to have
do
a
you have
big
to abide
booty
by those
because
rules?
otherwise she's not a black woman.
Are you saying that
If
they
we
have to
have a
abide by
man,
those
he
rules?
has to have
That's
a
the
chin
problem.
so sharp that you could,
Like
peel an onion with it.
Okay, so if you don't
Every
abide,
single time we look at a woman or a man, there are certain things that we expect.
That's
And
called
that's
societal
what
standards.
Black
That's
folks
nothing to
like.
do with gender.
I don't know what
Right.
you're talking about.
Can I say something real quick? Societal standards.
Everybody's born with any kind of facial feature that it shouldn't. There's no different way, man, woman, whatever. Everybody has like there could be a woman who has a big nose. There could be a man who has like a smaller jawbone or something like that. It's never like.
My nose
Could
is
I actually say
2 inches.
something? Can I say something about the nose job talk? We also have to acknowledge the fact that with like things like nose jobs and like when people say they want to get rid of their nose because it's too big, that is also perpetuated by racism and the Eurocentric beauty standards.
oh my
like-
God.
No, like this is an active conversation. Like I don't understand why
Let's
this.
wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with like big foreheads and stuff. It's the same thing.
Okay, we know it goes back to racism.
I didn't even get to finish
Are
my
y'all
thing.
saying
I
that
was
every
saying-
black
Just
person
keep
has
going.
big noses and big
First of all,
foreheads?
no, I
Come on.
didn't. I said it is rooted in. I'm not saying
Okay,
every.
great.
I'm a black
What's
person.
going on here? But
I keep getting talked over by a bunch of people. Like I'm just trying to say.
know
Because
why
you're
we're
making the
talking about this.
conversation about something that it's not.
That's what I've been talking
It is.
about.
It's not. We're not talking about
Like, okay.
racism.
It's rooted in racism. Okay, now what?
We had bigger noses because
If
we
you
were first
could let,
from
if
inch
you
noses
could
all.
let me finish, and it's not even just about race, but also about like because I know I see a lot of Jewish women who get rhinoplasties because it is, and also Eurocentric beauty
Oh, it
standards.
doesn't matter. What are y'all? Well, hold on.
No,
Pause.
the amount
I
of
wanted to
stereotypes you have.
Pause. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know what topics we're getting into, but this is way off topic. Way off topic. We need to really get it together, y'all. We're trying to bring advocacy to people that we are losing our rights. We're trying to bring this, and y'all are trying to make it like all these attributes that don't matter. It shouldn't matter. Like trans women are being hurt. We're losing our rights. I'm advocating for this. No, we really need to double tap the screen. I'm not letting anybody up until we double tap the screen. Because that's ridiculous. Obviously, y'all have not come in here to actually learn anything. Because y'all are not even double tapping the screen. And that just goes to show you disrespect. I do not appreciate disrespect in any way, shape, or form. How many people are in here? I should easily see 10K in less than 2 minutes. And that's why I kicked it. That's why I kicked everybody. Because it was getting too out of hand. I am here to create a safe space. And it started out as a really awesome safe space. We were having a really good conversation. Everyone was being, like, lovely. I was enjoying myself. We were having the grandest of times. And then everybody just felt the need to, like, chime in with what they believe. That is not okay. We have one topic that I have on the board. And I just feel like it's a little disrespectful of y'all to sit there and just let that go off the way that it did. We need to do better all together. I'm sorry, I'm only accepting 10K to let people back up. Let's begin to make up for what y'all were not doing while the call live was going on. It's disheartening. It really is. I just want us to do better. I don't understand why we all have to be so, like, trying to flip all these categories and all this and just be so outright not listen to each other and just, oh, their views are not right, their person's views are not right. We are here as a whole. Be tired. There's other people that are not tired.
I'll be right back.